Good morning. A very warm welcome to the Science of Mind Club. Today we meet again to conclude our mindfulness series, which is a mindfulness masterclass. And throughout this masterclass, we have shared a lot of techniques, a lot of ideas on mindfulness. So, a very warm welcome to this final session on mindfulness. And today we are going to kind of summarize everything that we have learned. We are bringing together with one technique or one idea that kind of weaves everything together. So, very excited. Let's get started. So, this session is primarily about connecting your head, heart, and hand, which means that how do we get into body alignment, a mind alignment, as well as a soul alignment. And this is where we want you to take a pause, think that how these sessions have benefited you, what have you learned, what is it that you want to apply, and how putting everything into perspective as a beginner, how you can start today as the first day of your life. Okay, so as we come to the conclusion of the series, we want you to take a pause, and it will be good space to enter and think that what if today is the first day of the rest of my life? How do I want to connect with my head, heart, and hand? Kind of align with the true move, my true purpose, my true calling. So, this is what we are going to focus today. And another beautiful thought that I would like to share with you is let this experience unfold. Life is an experience. The mindfulness that we create is all about the attention to the small moments in life, to enjoy everything around, enjoy the life, and just look at life with a great appreciation for the moment that it unfolds, the joy of experiencing, exploration. That is what the final session of mindfulness is about. How do we kind of really appreciate life as it is, life as it is? As we take a pause, as we breathe, take a pause, and as we settle our thoughts, think what is the new experience which is about to be unfolded? What is the new message that the life is sharing with you? What is the new you which is about to be born? So, this is about letting go of the old you and welcoming the new you. This is the session where we will focus on to that. There are a lot of things that come to our mind, a lot of ideas, but be kind to yourself. I think the first idea where we started with was that self-compassion, kindness, self-empathy. Before we give kindness and empathy to others, it is our duty to give it to ourselves. So this awareness is all about understanding that we first have to be kind with ourselves. We have to find a me time for ourselves. And when we connect truly with ourselves, we explore and we find this freedom of choice, that the freedom, the compassion, the kindness can extend to ourselves as well as to those around us. And we engage in certain practices kind of help us cultivate more awareness. Be kind to yourself. We are coming across all these thoughts again because I thought that it's a great idea to kind of revisit them, because this is what this entire series was all about. Either we can take a stance saying that, oh, my life is in a flow and it is guided by the external events, or we can take a pause and think that how I can be more in control of my awareness. As one of my mentors, one of the leaders I admire, Marshall Goldsmith, he says that there are a lot of triggers all around us. When we look around in our world, there are a lot of triggers which kind of influence us and our attention is always distracted. But as a Buddhist, what he says is that how we can bring our awareness to the present moment. And to do that, you just have to take a breath and you have to breathe, 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 and say that I have a choice. I have a choice. I have a choice. So that choice is about understanding that you can be kind to yourself, you can be kind to those around you. And as in the book, The Zen of Living and Dying, Philip Kapleau has said that unless this fear and terror is replaced by comfort and hope, a tranquil mind state is impossible. The unwillingness to think of death is itself a kind of death, for the poignancy of life is inseparable from the knowledge of its decay. So, friends, it's a very powerful thought that we have to be kind with ourselves as well as those around us, because we don't know what is our journey, what is their journey, and we all must also see and appreciate this, intransient nature of life. We have to also understand that there has to be a lot of compassion, because we really don't know that what is the struggle everyone else around us is facing. And if we continue to be bothered by the triggers, influenced by the triggers around us, we'll not be able to connect with each other with kindness and compassion. So let's take that pause in our lives and let's connect with ourselves and others, compassion and kindness. And especially on the last part where it was about touching on the topic of death, I think today we are talking about both these themes as the final theme. One is the letting go of the old self, which is the death of the old self. And what one is the being born or the first day or the new life, which is the new self. I would say that death is not the greatest loss in life. The greatest loss is what dies inside us while we are alive. So Buddhists have this way of focusing on death basically, because let us accept that death is a great leveler, death is the ultimate reality of life. And when we let go of the fear of death, we understand that it is a great teacher for living life. When we understand that, oh, we have a finite time on this planet, we can be really, really mindful in the moment that how do I want to live the rest of my life? That, my friends, is the beginning of the new life. As one of the greatest leaders of our time, Steve Jobs, said that look yourself in the mirror and say to yourself that if this was my last day of my life, or if this is the last month or the last week of the life, will I continue leading this day or leading my life the way it is? And if the answer is no for quite some times, then you have to do something different in your life. So today we are going to explore this thought in detail, because there is a real value of fully confronting our fear of death and then deliberately contemplating and thinking that how we can free ourselves from whatever weighs us down. And then when we put all the weights away, we truly be free, we truly set ourselves free for a new life. So that's where we are going to focus today. And as one of my favorite leaders of our times of psychotherapy, MiltonErickson, said, I have no intention of dying. In fact, that will be the last thing I'll do. Okay. So yes, it is about paying attention and paying attention about that how we can use this revelation, this realization as a great mindfulness practice, which can help us, motivate us to lead the life that we want. So, once again, I wish you a very warm welcome to this final session of the Science of Mind Club's Mindfulness Masterclass. This meditation masterclass is all about exploring how mindfulness can help us explore our true potential. And this is our community where, it's although we are using some Buddhist images this time or Zen images this time, but this community is beyond Zen because it is about leaders helping leaders, coaches making more coaches. Mindfulness happens to be one of our favorite modalities that we would like to explore, one of the favorite topics. The other two being psychology and neuro linguistic programming. I'm a psychologist, I'm also a master practitioner of neurolinguistic programming, and I'm also a coach. And I feel that mindfulness is very, very powerful modality for helping us pause, reflect, and understand life a bit better. So this is a pro bono initiative. There is this QR code in the middle of the screen. If you want to just stay connected with us on WhatsApp, on YouTube, on these mindfulness classes, you just have to scan this QR code, and we'll make sure that you get our next message, next newsletter, or next positive thought for that matter. Because all what we want to do is help leaders create more leaders, help coaches create more coaches, and that's how we have a very, very positive community, I would say. These views expressed are completely my own, and they have no connection to any organization, no connection to any particular religion or faith. All we want you to do is have a positive mindset, and whatever somebody knows in this area, we'll be getting a lot of coaches and mentors to speak about the topics which are of importance. So it is a learning community. What we are focusing on is the growth mindset. Join us now if you have not done till now. So let's dive deeper now on today's topic. And if you're still curious to find about the Science of Mind Club, I would say that you can go on to that link. Feel free to share what we are sharing. There is a YouTube page also that I have created by the name this uh, um, Self Mastery Zone, and you can visit that link and you can find out, and you can visit our Google website as well, which will have all the links. There is a book that I have written, but all we want you to do is learn, share, transform with these concepts, and you stay curious. This curiosity will help you learn more and more, and you will gain more and most in life. Okay, so now let's dive deeper into today's topic. Today's final meditation or the final practice is about mindful living. And there is a bit of a contrast that you'll find in today's picture. On one hand, there is this drop which is on the leaf. On the other hand, there is darkness, and then there is light within that drop. I would say that there couldn't have been a better image for this conclusion series, because that is the intransient nature of life. We are like just drops on the grass, drops on the leaf. We are all on our finite journeys through time in this realm. All our learnings as beings of light, energy, and love, we will pass on in our life. In the last session, we spoke about another powerful thing, which is minimalism. We said that as we are on a journey, why should we accumulate a lot? And there was this idea of pausing and mindful spending and minimalism that we discussed. Today, we are going to bring all the ideas that we have discussed, in our mindfulness series, kind of bring everything to a conclusion. And I would say that this is the most powerful learning or the discussion that we will have, because when I thought about this topic, in fact, when I did it first time, when I got through some of these techniques, I got literally goosebumps thinking about, oh, I never thought of life in this way. So whether it was about the first class, which was about coming home, which was coming to breath, or slowing down and slow breathing, or whether it was the compassion exercise that we did, or any of the other exercises like mindful spending, like making sure that we are in the here and now. All those kind of techniques, I would say that you can definitely go through mindful walking, mindful eating. All that is very, very important. But the biggest motivator for any change will be a realization. And today's class is all about that realization. What is this realization about? This realization is about ending and the new beginning. This is the theme that I am trying to bring to your notice from the beginning of this session, that in our life, wherever we look, there is some sort of an ending which is happening, and around us, there is a beginning which is happening. Maybe in some phase in your life, or maybe in some part of your life, you have experienced an end. And maybe for some of you, there is a new beginning. Maybe somebody is ending their job, or maybe somebody has ended their tenure in a particular organization, or maybe you have ended and moved out your old house to a new house. There can be multiple of such endings. But what we also forget is that end is a big teacher. That closing is a big teacher. I would say that even the Buddhists say that the death is a great teacher. And what it all teaches us to do is to appreciate the new beginnings, appreciate the now. So today we'll pay attention to how, in the light of death or disaster, everything that we worry about in life becomes so trivial. Like in 2020, there was a COVID pandemic. We saw a lot of endings around us. And then there were new beginnings after that. So we have come to a full circle today. And we'll do certain meditation techniques to see that how we can see a new light, a new ray of hope as a drop which is sitting peacefully on a leaf. So a technique which I came to know is called as obituary. So let us do this small meditation technique and follow along, because you are going to get a new perspective. What is this obituary about? What are we talking about? Let's get into this space of reflection. Wherever you are sitting, you can just be very, very comfortable. And you can again practice the slow, low breathing or the box breathing. Take a pause. Some of you can hear the sharp sound of the metronome in the background. You can use that to center yourself and bring our awareness back to breathing. Imagine that you are in this warm space, watching yourself do this meditation and doing this meditation to get a new perspective in life. A deep breath. Mindfully hold it for some time and let it go. A deep breath. Hold it for some time and let it go. And for the one final time, take a deep breath. Hold and let it go. Let go of every thought, let go of every worry, let go of every pain, and let go even of every expectation that you have from yourself, from those around you, from this class, from anything and everything. Truly and purely let go of everything that weighs you down and be free, like a cloud flowing in the sky, a cloud which is floating from one place to another, or like a leaf, a dry leaf which is floating on the river from one side to another. Let go of every negative emotion that you had for anybody. Let go of any of the pain. Let's meditate on this word, obituary. What this obituary means is a note or it is a message that somebody reads at a funeral, somebody's death. Just close your eyes or lower down your gaze, whichever you're comfortable with. Let's move forward to a time where we have grown old and the final time has come and we have passed away. And as a third person, we enter this space which is a funeral, is our own funeral. Look at your picture, look at the people who have come to this funeral. Have a lot of kindness and compassion for yourself and for these people. Kindness and compassion for the life that you have lived, the relationship that you have made. Soak in this visual, soak in this experience, and remember that just like any other organism, any other creature, we are subject to aging. Aging is unavoidable. We are subject to illness. Illness is unavoidable. And we are subject to death. Death is unavoidable. And at this moment, you will be separated and parted away from everyone and everything that is dear to you. And whatever you have done in your life, good or bad, you are going to reap what you have sown as a seed. Are there people in this funeral who are crying? Are there people in this funeral who are sad? And are there people in this funeral who are there with remembrance of the way how you have shared your life, your love, your energy with them? What is it that they are talking about you as a person? And what is it that you as a person are missing in this? Remember, there is no possible way to escape death. No one has ever escaped it. But once we take a pause, once we reflect that it is the great reality, we can appreciate life a lot more. So from this picture that you have in your mind, the scene, this obituary, this funeral, you come back to the present moment. Come back to the sound of metronome, come back to the breath. And if you have a pen and paper, or if you would like, just jot down something on your phone, write down what will be the final message that you want people to read at your phone. Things you want to be known for, the lives that you want to touch, experiences that you want to create, and the love that you want to share. Take a pause, be thankful for this moment when you're truly alive and when you can do something about the rest of your life. There was a study done, I think it was in one of the psychology departments of one of the best colleges in the world. And there they found out that the biggest regrets of the dying people is not the thing that they want to buy, is not the material possession, or it's not even that meeting that they have to prepare for in the office. Biggest regret is the time they could have spent with the loved ones, or the presence, the gift of presence they could have given those who are important to them. So let there not be any regret for you. Let's take that pause and think, if today is the first day of rest of your life, what do you want to do differently? What do you want to do mindfully? Slowly and gradually, you can bring yourself back to your everyday awareness and realize that time to time, through past, most of the Zen teachers call this as the graveyard meditation. They said that graveyard is a great place where you will find maybe all the men, the bravest of all, the richest of all, the poorest of all of them, they reach the same destination. And if the destination is the same, the only difference we can make is to the journey that we take. How can you make your journey more fulfilling, more enjoyable, and more loving with those around you? So today is all about that pause. This mindfulness meditation is about understanding that there lies a lot of comfort and hope in understanding that the life exists in every breath, in every moment. So how you can bring yourself back. And Buddha said that those who fight with one another have forgotten that we all will die, but for the wise who knows the fact that there are no quarrels. So everything which is looking so unavoidable, so big, so frustrating, it just evaporates in this realization. And there lies a lot of comfort and hope that we all are on this journey and we all can take a pause, connect with each other mindfully, and we all can share our love, joy, and bliss. In yoga, we have a particular posture called as Shavasana. Shavasana is like a dead body pose. So you just lie down on the floor and you just leave everything as is, and you just lie down on your yoga mat, you lie down on the floor, lie down on the bed like a dead body. And that's a moment of realization that life has a definite limit, and each moment is so very important and precious in life. I would say Shavasana, or whether it was graveyard meditation or nowadays the obituary as a technique, all of them, they're pointing out to the same thing, that let's be very, very mindful and thankful to each and every moment of our life, because that moment is life, and let it not slip away from our hands. So, my friends, I think that the pause today was helpful to you. And when we took this pause, I think a new realization would have come to you, that what is it that you can do differently, and how we can create more mindful spaces in our life. So, there are two gifts that we wanted to share with you on this series: gift of wisdom and the gift of compassion. And I would say that throughout these 10 masterclass, when I found as a great experience for myself as a person who's researching onto these topics, to once again go back to the drawing board, bring something new for you. And I would say that the gift of mindfulness is really, really special, and it is a gift that will grow when you share it more with others. Yeah. So this gift is about understanding. This gift is about the insights. This gift is about kindness and compassion. This gift is about knowing that quality of our life can be better every moment. So I would say that life itself is a gift, and it is about understanding that every moment of life is shaping up the rest of our life. And with these mindfulness practices, I think that we will be able to center ourselves and appreciate this gift a little more. You know, power of pause, the power of coming back to the breath. I think it is amazing. And if you have liked any of these techniques, any of these ideas, please feel free to share it with others. Please feel free kind of make others also experience what you have experienced. And the Buddhist way of doing it is that, I hold no license or no uh, copyright on all this material that I have shared with you. The only reason that I have shared is that it can help somebody. Today's world, there is a lot of tension, a lot of frustration, a lot of anxiety. If any of these techniques can make your life better, go ahead and use it. And if it can make others' life better, please share it. I do not hold any kind of rights onto this. Use this material in whichever shape and form. I benefited from somebody's wisdom and somebody's compassion. If you can benefit from it, feel free to use it in any shape and form. So that's what I want to share, and I hope that this was useful for you, and you will be able to kind of get some benefit out of it. I will be more than happy to share more if you require something more, if you like something, if you would like to, find some courses, books, or maybe get onto a quick call with me over any of these techniques. I'll be more than happy to share. And yeah, the journey ahead is beautiful. If you have any Q&A, I'll be more than happy to answer it. You share it with others, you take care of your loved ones, you take care of your parents, and keep learning, because learning is fun. This is the learning mindset that I want to seed into you. And this learning mindset will help you become better than what you were yesterday. So thank you so much for your patient listening. Thank you so much for your attention on this Sunday morning. And as we conclude this Sunday class, uh, I would say that, you know, I have a lot of gratitude for your time, your patience, your understanding. And I hope that whatever we are doing, you're finding it useful. There is a session that we are doing every month, which is called Find Your Inner Superman or Find Build Your Confidence Like Superman. It's a workshop for, it's like a gratitude, it's like a giveaway for you, so that for this from this pro bono session, you can get some techniques to build your confidence. So it's a free workshop. If you want to register for it, you can just scan the QR code. I'll be more than happy to share these ideas with you. And you continue to learn, continue to grow. I wish you all the very best for your journey ahead. Thank you. Till we meet again, enjoy your day, enjoy your life, and mindfully create the life that you want. Thank you. Bye bye.